Good morning, students. Welcome back to my class. Today we are going to do the third part of the chapter adverbs, in which I am going to discuss degrees of comparison and adverbs which are often confused as adjectives also. So we'll begin with degrees of comparison first. So students, uh, adverbs like adjectives can also be used in various degrees of comparison. The positive, the comparative, and the superlative degrees. The positive degree is the first degree. The example given is fast. So in a sentence, it will look like he ran fast. In the comparative degree, it is the second degree of comparison, wherein the comparison is being made between two actions, situations, or events, and the word becomes faster. In the sentence, it is used as he ran faster than Amit. So the word fast in the positive degree, in the comparative degree, it becomes faster. Finally, in the superlative degree, it is the third and the highest degree of comparison, and this comparison is made between multiple actions, events, or situations. So this is the difference. This is positive degree is the first degree, wherein only the characteristic of one particular action will be mentioned. In the second one, the comparison is being made between two actions, situations, or events, and in the superlative degree, multiple actions or events are being compared. So the sentence becomes he ran the fastest of all, with the word fastest as the adverb with the superlative degree. You will notice that I have circled the word than in this sentence and the word the in this sentence. If you remember your lesson from the adjectives, degrees of comparison in adjectives, over there also than is used in comparative degree. It used to follow in the follow the adjective. In this case also the word than is following the adverb faster, and the word the always came right before the superlative degree of adjective. In this case, the word the comes before the superlative degree of adverb. These adverbs change forms in various ways. For adverbs that are of two or more syllables, in the comparative degree, they are going to take up the words more or less along with them, and in the superlative degree they will take up the words most or least along with the adverb. So for example, if the word is happily, then in that case in the comparative degree we are going to write more happily or less happily, and in the superlative degree it will become most happily or least happily. For short adverbs of one syllable, and in very few cases, in some cases, adverbs which are of two syllables, for the comparative degree, er is added to the adverb and est is added to the superlative degree of the adverbs. For example, say fast, faster, fastest, the example which I had used earlier. Some more examples of adverbs of two or more syllables. In the positive degree, the word beautifully, in the positive degree, the word beautifully becomes more beautifully in the comparative degree and most beautifully in the superlative degree. Similarly, cleverly in the positive degree, less cleverly in the comparative degree, and least cleverly in the superlative degree. So on and so forth. See, widely becomes more widely and most widely, hurriedly, more hurriedly, most hurriedly. A few more examples for the changes in the degrees of comparison for adverbs of one syllables. In the positive degree, you can see the words written are clear, fast, near, slow. In the comparative degree, clear becomes clearer, fast becomes faster, near becomes nearer, slow becomes slower. And in the superlative degree, clear becomes clearest, fast turns into fastest, near becomes nearest, and slow is slowest. Now students, there are a few exceptions that fall into neither of the categories, neither of the two categories which I just discussed. These are called the irregular adverbs. These kind of adverbs neither change their degrees with the addition of more, most, less, least to the root adverbs, nor do they change by the addition of the suffixes er and est. So these are the examples. In the positive degree, the word is far. In the comparative degree, it takes up two forms: farther, F-A-R-T-H-E-R, and further, F-U-R-T-H-E-R. In the superlative degree, the word takes up the form farthest, F-A-R-T-H-E-S-T, and F-U-R-T-H-E-S-T. These two sets of words are often interchangeably used, but they do have a slight difference in meaning. Farther and farthest refer to a great distance. They are used in the context of mentioning a distance, and further and furthest are used in the context of great degree. So that is just the difference between these two sets of words. In the positive degree, however, both these words will be having the same positive word. Next is ill becomes worse in comparative degree and worst in superlative degree. Late in positive becomes later in comparative and last in superlative. Little in positive, less in comparative, least in superlative. Much, more, and most. And the last one, well, better, best. So these few words do not follow the earlier rules that I discussed. Here you'll notice one thing, this one, ill, worse, worst, well, better, best. This worse, worst, and better, best are used in the adjectives also. And in the adjectives, the positive word is good, positive word is bad, worse, worst, and over here for this is good, better, best. But in the adverbs, we use ill, worse, worst, and well, better, best. The next subtopic that I am going to discuss is words that are confused between adverbs or adjectives. So there are certain words which can function both as adjectives and adverbs. It depends upon the usage, how they have been used, that actually determines whether those words are functioning as adverbs or adjectives. And this often leads to a lot of confusion. If you don't understand the reason why a particular word is functioning as an adverb in one sentence and in the as an adjective in the other sentence, it's going to end up confusing you. So look at the examples over here. In sentence 1, I wake up early in the morning. So the word early has been marked as adverb. And in the same sentence, in sentence 2, I am an early riser. The word early has been marked as adjective. What is the difference? The word early is qualifying the verb wake. When do I wake up? Early in the morning. So the word early is modifying the verb wake. While in sentence 2, the word early is modifying the noun riser. I am an early riser. What kind of riser? Early riser. So we know that a word which modifies a verb is called an adverb, and a word which modifies a noun is called an adjective. Similarly, let us look at sentence 3 and 4. This straight road leads to my house. Please go straight and then turn right. So in both sentences, the word straight has been used. In sentence 3, the word straight is modifying the noun road. Hence, straight functions as an adjective here. In sentence 4, the word straight modifies the verb go. Please go straight. Go in which direction? So, it is modifying the verb go. Hence, it is an adverb over here. Students, I'd like to discuss a few more examples from your textbook from page 129. You will see a few words are given over there which have been used both as adverbs and adjectives. The first word given in the table is daily. Daily is used as an adjective in the sentence, this is my daily routine. So daily routine, which kind of routine? Daily routine. Over here the word daily is qualifying the noun, modifying the noun routine, hence it is an adjective. But in the next sentence, I go there daily. How often? How often do I go there? Daily. So the word daily functions as an adverb in this sentence. The next word is dead. So that is a dead tree. What kind of a tree? Dead. So the word dead is modifying a noun, hence it is an adjective. But in the second sentence, I am dead certain about it. That is, to what degree? To what degree am I certain? I am dead certain, meaning completely. I am completely certain. So dead over here functions as an adverb because it qualifies the word certain. Direct, there is one direct flight to Colombo. One direct flight. What kind of flight? Direct flight. So the word direct is qualifying the noun flight. Similarly, in the next sentence, this one flies direct to Colombo. Flies in what manner? Flies in a direct manner to Colombo. So in this case, the word direct becomes an adverb. Easy, the last example in this page, easy. I gave you an easy task. What kind of task? Easy task. Task is a noun. Therefore, easy task, easy would be adjective because it is modifying the noun task. Take it easy. Here the word easy is modifying the verb take. So take it easy. In what manner? Take it easy. Therefore, easy functions as the adverb in this sentence. With this, I'm ending today's lesson, children. I'm going to come back with one more part of this chapter in which I'm going to complete the remaining portion of this chapter. So, children, go through the videos and practice the exercises that are given in your book. Practice exercises on these topics. We'll meet soon. Have a nice day and stay safe.